So, start with your name.
Frank.
Okay.
Medina.
Okay, Frank. So, I understand that you just took over this space a little while ago,
Correct.
but you've been like a maintenance guy?
Maintenance guy for 20 years here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For just this property or for more houses in this old historic
Together
district?
we have 8 tenants in separate buildings.
Okay.
So,
And how much does that encompass of this whole historic district?
maybe say 30%. Would you say 30% from here to the beauty shop?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then across the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, explain to me some of the history that you know of this historic district buildings.
Well, the history that I know I read through the Historical Society, but this was Logan and Weiss. It was a foundry, and then it became several other businesses. And I believe the man that I worked for bought this in 95 maybe, something like that. And I started around 2000 working for him, doing the maintenance and repairing the buildings and odds and ends. And in the course of that time, what you're here for, I experienced a couple of times when things weren't right. To me, it's like I wasn't alone, but I was alone. Yeah, so how do you explain that?
Yeah, we spoke before. You said that you think you might be a little sensitive to some of that stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Can you
I've
explain?
felt it before in other places.
Okay.
But especially here. And to confirm that, I was called by the tenant that had this before he had an art gallery.
And that was down in
Down
this
here where
in
we're
this
at.
room?
In this room.
Okay.
Yeah, they flew all the way around this room several times.
Okay. So they threw around this kind of half wall
Right.
that you're sitting in front of.
And then I was upstairs doing work on the top floor, and there again, I knew I wasn't alone then because the hair stood up at the back of my head, but there wasn't anybody there. So, and that happened 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
And that's about it for this building. As far as experiencing things that weren't natural to me. This building at one time, I guess it was a playhouse.
Okay.
And they had several gatherings here in the early 1900s. So, and I understand there's been suicides up here, but I can't confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that?
Through some of the people that live in town.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they've even said that there's people walking up and down the streets at night, like apparitions, or what do you call them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we have tenants that's been here a long time. The lady next door, 2 doors down, she's been here 45 years, and I don't know if she's experienced anything, but she's one of our longest tenants, and she could tell you stories too.
And what can you tell me about that building across the street?
Across the street, well, everybody seems to think it was a brothel. It's an annex to the old hotel that used to be here. And the bottom has been rented, but the upstairs has been empty for many, many years. And we're just starting to renovate it. And I have never been alone up there, so I can't tell you that I got any feelings, okay? So, but your friend experienced something in the back room. She felt something.
That was the Cottonwood Hotel, right?
It was the Cottonwood Hotel. There's still a poster on the wall that says Cottonwood Hotel.
Okay.
So,
And from what I understand from the history research that I've done, that was built after the Foster's Hotel that he had built that was never rebuilt. So the Cottonwood Hotel kind of took over most of the first hotel business.
I'm guessing that it did, yes.
There's a lot of other historical sites just in the generalized town of Cottonwood, not necessarily this strip of stuff.
Well, this is not the original site for Cottonwood anyway. It's across the creek in Tehama County. And what brought the people to this side of town was the railroad.
Okay.
That was instrumental in bringing, you know, they built the train station there.
And the train station, and that's basically across the street from this building.
It's where the little park sits now.
Okay. And I understand that the office is being used, the building is being used as a dental office now down the road, was the train depot.
It was a train
they
depot.
moved it.
As far as I think in the early 50s, they moved it from here to 1 block over.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
First building, or first room.
I went over to Home Depot in Reading this morning and they had the
So it's October 16th. It is 10 to 7 p.m. This is our first investigation. We're in the original Cottonwood Hotel from the mid 1800s. This specific building was the annex to the hotel, which was catty corner to the rear of the property. So we're setting up in here just to give an idea of what we got going on. We've got a camera here, FASM camera, FASM infrared light, battery pack. We've set up on the wide angle to film down the hallway. To the top of the stairs, which go down to the first level and out to the outside. And we'll have a REM pod there. We'll set up at the top of the stairs. And we're going to set that to record. So we'll be able to have some static footage of the REM pod and the FASM camera. Tell me what your experience was.
The day before yesterday, excuse me, because I didn't stop. I was standing on the scaffolding right there. And I was facing up here, putting the cover on the ceiling to cover whatever's going to be through. And I kept getting this feeling that I should turn around and look in that doorway. I don't know why. And I kept looking in the doorway. Excuse me. So I turned this way, I'm painting, and my hair's up and in a hat. And as I'm painting, something kind of touch it, but I could just feel like maybe a bug hit my hair, but my hair was up and a hat on. And I'm like, oh man. So I got down and went in the bathroom to get the enamel paint, get off my face, and there's no paint there. I didn't have painting, I didn't have painting on the scaffolding at all. I'm like, well, that's really weird. So I moved the scaffolding, I heard this noise. Oh, I heard that cough too. I heard a squeak noise, which could have been outside, because it's town and it's daytime. And then I heard a cough. It sounded like come back in the back storeroom back there, real faint. But like I said, it's in the middle of the day, so I don't know. But that was my experience. But the whole time, I kept feeling like I need to turn around and look at that doorway. So I actually took pictures of it too, just to make sure. I don't know. But pretty much that's what I have experienced.
So you felt it like brush or touch your ear?
Yeah, kind of like a bug would fly by and brush you, but there was no bug.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I said I'm walking one time, but it's not in there. It's just weird, kind of creepy. But I felt like I had to look over my shoulder the whole time, like every couple minutes, like thinking he was sneaking up on me or something, but he wasn't even here. So it's kind of strange. Not scary, not in the honor way or anything, just different.
Strange.
And is that your?
Yeah, something I never felt in the last couple days I've been in here working.
And that's your first experience in here?
Yes, in here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here about a week now. Now the first experience, yeah. And I don't feel uncomfortable coming up here or anything, whatever, when I get here in the morning. So it's fine. So miners, we get our gold. We have gold sitting here. That's what you came for. We have gold sitting right there on the stack of wood. We traveled a long ways to get here.
It's gold right there.
Set that gold next to the ring. So if you're a miner looking for gold, there's 3 gold right there. It's all yours. Here's the gold, or you can come here for the women. You use that gold to pay for time. If you'd like to speak, what's your name? Speak into my device right there. Do you have a name? You can come sit next to me. I'll talk to you. Were you one of the women that used to be brought up from back of the hotel and you came up the back stairs? Are you the old man with the dog who walks around the front street?
Come get the gold. We brought that gold in here.
So here are the spirits that are left over here. Are you lonely? You've been traveling for a long time and you stopped here to rest? What's your name? How
me your name. Speak into my spirit box right here.
This was the annex to the Cottonwood Hotel, meaning it's the second building. You know, they're not going to do certain things in the main building. But the annex.
Did you stay in this room? Were you one of the women that work here?
I just went from kind of normal to pretty good headache, right? Like pinpoint in the back of my head.
Are you trying to talk into my spirit box? What's your name? How many spirits are here? What changed?
I have a headache, like literally right in one spot, back of my head.
In the back of your head?
Yeah. Like,
Let's turn this off. Let's use the.
I think we need to do shorter recordings. Just trying to. Got my recorder on. Speaking to the recorder. Or you can show me a sign. Pass over the top of the REM pod. You used to work here. Stay here. I understand some people use this as a residence in the 50s too. Anybody like grandma and grandpa? Anyone like that? Want to say something? They want to talk to us?
I did see something fly by in that room a second ago. Could have been a bug, but.
Speak into the microphone here. I'll stop the recording in a second, play back if you say something. We can have a conversation. Yeah, but I only got one bar right now. I did. The other one's dead. Yeah, it was fully charged a little bit ago. But you got that battery pack in your... See? It's dead. Is something draining our batteries?
Is there somebody in here with
It just went from 2 bars to no bars, and now it's at 1 bar.
Is there somebody in here with us? Are you draining our batteries? Can you talk into our spirit box? You have something to say? So I know this was a hotel for the miners who were coming up here for gold and minerals and silver. to work here? Can you sneak up from the back stairs and hang out with the miners that pass through here? Die all the way.
Still going, but it's almost dead. Just trying to get it before it.
Die all the way.
Still going, but it's almost dead. Just trying to get it before it. No, everything was fully charged. That battery was a brand new battery. And that battery over there, the camera in the hallway, is still good to go. Sorry, I'm trying to do this. And